So today I'm on my iPhone SE because I got a lot of things to do, but I really wanted to make this video before I forget to because I'm about to do something freaking annoying. As everybody knows, it's called a jury duty. It happened. By the time I'm doing this, hopefully I don't do jury duty, but you know, if I'm in like jury duty for 3 or 4 days, I'm eventually going to post it because this is mainly for the brothers that I am in a group with. I don't know if I can say the name that I'm a part of because I am trying to use it for clout. But anyways, let's just get with it. As a man thinketh notes, men are anxious to improve their circumstances, but unwilling to improve themselves. They therefore remain bound. That's the problem that I'm having. See, I kind of want to get like a really good financial situation when I shouldn't be worrying about my current circumstances and like trying to improve them. I should like improve myself more. I just gotta like improve my like surroundings and like, you know, myself in general. So that's what I got from that. The mind is like a garden, treated well and fruit would bear, never treated and weeds of uselessness would bear. I think I added the uselessness part, but anyways, basically, this is what I got from a majority of the book. It talks about like cultivation as like cultivating your mind. What you really got to do is you got to have good thoughts. You got to have good thoughts of like, I can do this. I know I can do this. I will do this. If you have negative thoughts of, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Oh, whatever. Your fruit or the power in your mind will let's just say shrivel up. But if you never think about doing anything, or if you never think of yourself as great, or if you, let's just say you don't even think of yourself as like nothing, right? If you just say, I don't know, I'm just me, and you don't do anything, you don't think about anything, well, weeds will grow because hell, you're just letting your mind fester about and like you're not doing anything with it. It really just boils down to what you think. Positivity brings positivity. The opposite can also bring, well, the opposite. Negativity will bring negative stuff in your life. If you're like, oh man, I can't do this. Oh man, this test is so important. I can't fail it. I'm so nervous. A lot of negativity will stem from that. So you got to remember, don't think like that. It's bad to think like that. You got to have good thoughts. Good thoughts of like, this test means nothing. I'm going to ace this test. This test is stupid in the sense of I'm just going to get it done with and have better things to do because you know what? I'm not worried about this test. For example, if you were in school, I guess for IRL, not IRL, I'm using game terms, sorry. And I guess for more of an adult aspect, I was worrying about interviews for a while, but now I'm like, hey, if I get an interview, cool. If I fail the interview, I'll just move on to the next one and learn from what I learned. I'll learn from my mistakes. I mean, clean thoughts make clean habits. So what they mean is, what he was talking about is, you gotta like, I'm kind of like, talking about it over and over again, but you just gotta have like clean thoughts of like, since I'm learning about the 7 heavenly virtues, I would say you have to have clean purity thoughts. You shouldn't let negative thoughts and like thoughts of malice and greed and whatnot to like fester into your mind because that makes bad habits. If you realize, oh hey, I want to make $1 million, you can make $1 million in a lot of ways, and a lot of them are not good ways. For example, there's a bank, and you know, if you want to abuse your rights as a U.S. citizen, you can easily get them. If you know what I'm talking about. For YouTube's sake, I'm just going to leave it open-ended. And the last part of the notes that I have is, they do not know the darkness and the heartaches. They only see the light and joy and call it luck. A lot of people, when we get more spiritually open-mindedness and become more spiritually great, and we're like showing the emotion of your aura. There's a lot about this stuff. I'm a Christian, but in our group we're trying to keep it more open-ended, so I'm like using a lot of terms that I normally wouldn't use, but for the YouTube's sake, I'm just going to cut to the chase and be more like on the nose, people are not going to see the heartaches and the pain through your time with Christ. You know, people are only going to see the perfect part of your life with Christ and be like, man, dude, he had everything just handed to him. He had absolute no problems in his life. But guess what? You just got to persevere and be like, look, I know you won't see it, but trust me, I had the heartaches. I had the restless hours. It wasn't luck. It's called work and dedication. But anyways, those were my notes as A Man Thinketh. For everybody who's not on YouTube, not on YouTube, everybody who's not in my group of men that I am with, this is for you. And if they still want to stay, I guess you can, but I mean, let's just get on to it. So the book review. I would say this book is 100% must needed, okay? This book was $7 when I bought it. If you're so worried about $7, like, of the price, then I'm sorry, then you should never invest in yourself. Like, listen, bro, $7 is not that much money. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like to read paperback because we have Kindle more, but I'm telling you, if you go on a trip, I always mess that word up, but let's just say I'm going to, I don't know, Israel, because, I don't know, a random country. I was going to say Qatar first, but I really don't know why I would go to Qatar. But anyways, if I was to bring a lot of books, right? And, I only have so much space. I would bring a lot of the short classics, like these two. I would definitely bring these two. This one, I'm probably going to read every year or every other year, just like this book. I read this about once every 2 to 3 years, but I think I might start reading this every year or two because it's such a great book. It reminds you that you gotta, like, be open about things. You gotta remember about just stuff. You just gotta remember that you cannot cultivate bad thoughts. If you cultivate bad thoughts, it will lead to a very, very rough road. And a lot of human beings do not like rough roads. And, it's like a pocket edition. That's why it's so short. So let's just say you're going on a trip and you can only bring one book. I would say bring this book because, listen, you need a book to sit through and absorb as much as you can. I personally read this as fast as I did because I am in a group of men who are going to review this book and talk about it. So since it was such a short read, I wanted to get through it ASAP. So then when I have a conversation with him, when I have a conversation with him on Friday or Saturday or whatever, he'll know that I've read this book and I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys like it. This is a part of my 1,000 nonfiction books before I die series. The first one, what was the first one? I think it was either How to Make a Story or You Need to Write a Book. Or the second one might have been, damn, what was it? I'm not 100% sure. I just know the recent one that I did was Trump Never Give Up. But anyways, 9-minute video. I should just end it. I don't know how many people are going to see it, but if a lot of people see it, I'm embarrassed.